Hey guys, it's me Tasia, and welcome back to my channel. So, you guys can see more glammed up, and I'm going to be showing you guys how to create this look. So, I hope you like this video and just keep on watching. As you guys can see, I did my eyebrows off camera because it takes me about a good 15 minutes to do my eyebrows. So if you guys want to see an eyebrow tutorial, then just leave it in the comment section below and I will get one. No, I'll make one for you guys. So after I do my eyebrows, I usually go ahead and do my eyeshadow. So before I do anything, I like to use my Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. And so we're just going to take this and we're just going to apply it to the eyes. And if you guys see me looking here, or in this thing, I'm just looking in the mirror. So, yeah. And also sorry for like me sniffling and stuff. I'm like so sick. So yeah. Let's just take the eyeshadow primer and just apply it on our eyes like that. And then we're just gonna rub it in. So now that we have the primer on, we're just going to start with the eyeshadow, which is the fun part. So for this eyeshadow look, I'm going to be using two eyeshadow palettes. I'm going to be using the Modern Renaissance by Anastasia Beverly Hills. And then I'm also going to be using the Fenty, the Galaxy palette. So we're just going to start with the Modern Renaissance eyeshadow palette. And we're going to be taking this fluffy, like, I don't even know what kind of brush this is, but it's like a crease brush. And just kidding, I lied. We're gonna go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow brush, and we're gonna be taking the fluffy side, and we're gonna be going with the color Roger, which is this burnt orange color here. And we're gonna be taking that color, and we're gonna be putting it in our crease. So after we do the orange color, we're going to go in with this brush here. And we're going to be using the color Love Letter, which is this red or pinkish color here. And we're going to be putting that in the same spot as well as we did with the orange color. Then we are going to be going in with the color Veneti, I don't even know how to pronounce it. We're gonna be going in with this red color and then this like kind of brownish color. This color is called Red Orc, I think, and then this is like Venetian Red. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing these wrong. I honestly don't know, but we're gonna be using these two colors here, and we're gonna be putting those in our crease as well. And then we're just going to take this crease brush by Urban Decay, and we're just going to blend all of that out. And now we're going to be moving on to the fun part, and we're going to be getting into the Fenty Galaxy eyeshadow palette. So if you guys have this eyeshadow palette, I recommend using a glitter glue because all of these colors are glitters. We're going to be using the NYX Glitter Primer. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a little bit and I'm just going to put it on the back of my hand. And then I'm going to be going in with this shader brush. And we're going to be taking the glitter glue and we're just going to apply that on our lid where we're going to be applying the glitter. So after we apply the glitter glue, we're going to be using the color Mars on Fire, which is this pinkish color here. And we're going to be using the Fenty brush. And we're going to be using this side here. And we're going to be taking that Mars on Fire and we're going to be applying that right on top of the glitter glue. Now that we have that on both of our eyes, we're just going to go back in with that crease brush the first time. And we're going to use all those colors that we applied in the crease and we're just going to go back over it. Taking the end of this brush here, and we're going to use some prep and prime spray. And we're going to spray the end of that. And we're going to go in with the color Milky Way, which is this color here. I'm going to take that color and we're going to put it in the inner corner of our eyes. So after we do that, we are going to move on to the face, and we're going to be doing the foundation and all that good stuff. So of course I'm going to be using the Fenty foundation. So before we put on the foundation, we're going to be using the Fenty Beauty Pro Filler Instant Retouch Primer. And we're going to apply that all over our face. So we're going to just put some on our hands. And then we're just going to apply it on the face, everywhere. And then we're just going to... And then we're just going to rub that all in our... Okay, so now we're just going to move on to the foundation part. And if you guys are going for like a super dewy look, which is like what I go for, you want to wet your beauty blender. You always want to wet your beauty blender. Like, you just want to run it on some water and squeeze the water out and just wet it. Like, please, everybody wet your beauty blender. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be using the Fenty Pro Filler Foundation. And I'm in the color 450. Let's take a look at the eyeshadow. It's popping, y'all. It's popping. And I'm going to do half of my face first, and then I'm going to finish the other half because this foundation is a matte foundation and it dries a little quickly than other foundations. So we're going to do half of my face. So I'm just going to take the foundation and we're going to put a couple pumps on my hand. And I'm going to use my middle finger. And I'm just going to be applying dots on my face. And so we're going to go in with this side of the beauty blender, and we're just going to be blending all that all out. So we're just going to fast forward. In the next clip you guys will see, I'm going to have all my foundation done because blending is key. So like, it takes forever, and I don't want y'all to sit here and watch me blend for like 15 minutes. So yeah. So after we blend all of our foundation out and you just get it how you want it to look, we're going to go in with the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. So then, after we do this, we're just going to let it sit on our face for a couple of hours. And then we're just going to blend everything out. So I'm going to let it sit on my face for a good, like, couple minutes. And then I'll be back with you guys. Okay, so now that we have our setting powder all blended in, we're going to go and do the mascara part. Because my lashes are just, like, pink right now. So I'm going to be using two different lashes. I'm going to be using two different mascaras. I'm going to be using the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, and then I'm going to be using the Tarte Gifted mascara. So I'm going to go in first with the Too Faced. In with the Urban Decay All Night Setting Spray, and we're just going to spray that all over our face. So we're just gonna let that dry. So while we have that dry, I'm going to take up just a paper towel using my Carly by Belle highlight, and I think I'm going to use this one right here. This one. I think I'm going to use that one. So I'm going to just take this fan brush. It's just a highlighting fan brush. And I'm going to be taking that and it's going to be putting it on my cheeks. I'm going to be using the Fenty lip gloss to put on some more setting spray. We're just going to apply more setting spray on our face. And I'm just going to let that dry. Alright guys, so this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please stay tuned because I'll be posting more videos, and I hope y'all just enjoyed the look, you know. And just close up. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and just like I said, make sure you hit that subscribe button, make sure you guys subscribe, turn the notification bell on so you guys get notified. Yeah, bye.